Good morning, my friend. Drinking my morning coffee, getting ready to go sign. Saw your picture, man. You're looking good. Heard your voice text. I tell you, man, listen, I always love listening to your text messages and that you're checking in with me. I really do. I wanted to thank you. Look, what's one thing, I'm gonna ask you a question. What's one thing that people can give you that will never be taken? That's the question. Think about it. Take a guess. Time. 86,400 seconds a day. And when people don't take time with me, it's rude. So I just love the fact that I'm not taking time. You are giving me your time, and that's precious. That's one thing people don't do enough, is listen and give time. So no matter what, I've talked to some of the hardcore martial artists. You probably see people on there is because they know my heart. And I was talking to, my pastor about stuff. And, he was saying that some people, and when you connect by the heart. Can't explain it. I've met a lot of good people, fast connections. People like, hey man, you haven't known him a long time. It's like, no, I've known him in another lifetime. I know his heart. I can't explain the connection, but it has nothing to do with what you're going through. One day we're going to train together. I promise you that. I believe your promise that you promised me that day, personally and privately, will happen. And I know you're going to stick to your promise. And what I promise you is going to happen as well. I do these videos because it starts my day refreshing. It starts my day beautiful, dude. I wake up and I say, you know what? Today, I'm going to choose to be happy. Today, I have a friend out there that's thinking of me, that's giving me inspirational, motivational videos. Someone who's tough, someone who's strong, someone who's like my mom. They gave me the same messages. But let me tell you, don't worry about nothing, my friend. Don't worry about other people. You're too kind. You really are too kind. You always tell me how kind I am, but you're too kind. And bro, you could post anything you like. I love going on your page, seeing the posts, showing people that where I came from. I'm going to send you a video of how I warmed up my sandwich today, all right? I'm never too good to live the old way I used to live. I grew up in not a trailer park. People think a trailer park. I grew up on 5 acres in a trailer home, a commercial trailer home with no carpet. My dad said I could pick any room I want, and all the rooms were the same because they had 9 offices. And as I was a kid, I'd run around, open a door, same, open another door, same. I said, well, I'll pick a door, but it was by a back door and a window. So I was thinking Freddy Krueger's gonna come in. But I picked that window nevertheless. Picked that door. When, you gotta think about it, when the lights went out, we had no gas in the generator. Therefore, it was dark. And I had to walk on this floor. I'd never forget I had to walk on this floor with no carpet. And so we had to get gas. Now, we didn't have cooking utilities, so think about how I would have to cook, right? We get propane. We would cook. We'd do a barbecue. The best time of my life with my brother, man. And that's why you're going to see him. We're going to see him again. Best time of my life. And when the propane went out, we'd have to hustle and eat Spam and eat beans and do what we got to do, right? I think about a shower. We had an outhouse. Every time I see an outhouse, I think, if I got to go in the outhouse, I got to go in the outhouse. But we had to heat up the water by a stove, propane stove. We had to pour the water in a 5-gallon water bottle, that you get. Heat it up really hot and then pour it up with cold water and shake it. And we'd go to the outhouse and we'd pour just a little water on us and wash my body super fast, because that's still how I wash today, because we had no electricity or anything. Then we had to share the water. Then my brother would go in back and forth. So we had this outhouse. And I went to school and kids make fun of me. Oh, you got an outhouse in front of your school, in front of your house. So I told my mom, please move the outhouse behind the house. So she pushed it with her Volkswagen Bug and dented it for me. And my dad got all mad. Like, what are you doing pushing the outhouse? I wanted to push the outhouse behind the house because people were making fun of me. But you know what? Forget about those people. I realize now that's the life I lived, and that's the humble life I lived. And one thing you can give someone is time. Eye contact. Not hollow eyes. The eyes will impact the heart. And that's what I felt from you. The eyes, life in your eyes, life in your heart. And you're a true warrior, man. And so I pushed this outhouse behind the house. That was probably the last time I was picked on. I do admit it was self-defense. But I lived that life, man, for a while. And when I bought a house, I ran around the house and I felt carpet, man. I said like this, and then I said like this. I said, hey, does the house come with lights? And the guy looked at me and I said, wait, does the house come with carpet? And he said, yeah. I said, sold. So my dad sold the property for a little amount of money and we bought a house. And then my journey began. My journey began for me, I was a black belt, but my journey began for me to say one thing. It don't matter about all that stuff. You can't take all that stuff with you, right? I got a closet full of suits. I'll eat TV dinners, the cheapest TV dinners. Yes, I'll train. Yes, money sometimes can help things. But it shouldn't change you and it shouldn't change who you are. And on the end of the day, all we have is time. So enjoy this moment today. Just enjoy this 7-minute video, because I do. These are stories that I share with people, not in depth. This is a story I shared with you, and you can do whatever you want. You can post. I want people to know where I came from. I moved to a town called Humble because it's so easy to try to be famous or a celebrity. Look, I'm just a guy who likes making movies. I heated up a sandwich today because there was no microwave. I'm going to send you the video. I posted that on TikTok. You just got to make a way. You know what I mean? Got to make it happen. Of course, I love the MacGyver show. That was fun. But look, I just want to tell you this. As I told my wife and I told my family. You text me, I might not be able to get right back. You FaceTime me, I'm going to answer that phone, okay? Doesn't matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, is because people have time. You know what I mean? Our time could run out, but we're going to go to a better place. And just because the time runs out, it doesn't mean I'm going to forget you, my friend. I'm going to keep your legacy alive. I'm going to post pictures of us. I will never forget you.